Why, hello everyone. Welcome back to yet another video, a post commentary. Today, playing some Overwatch again, playing Juno on Esperanza, as you can see. And I thought I did really well in this game. I got a lot of healing done compared to like anyone else in the game. And I gotta say, Juno is definitely one of my favorite support characters they've added to the game. Really fun to play. I like shooting bullets that heal people. I think it's pretty fun. It's kind of like Anna. Anna was my favorite for a long time, and maybe still is. I think something about just shooting her gun, hitting all the bullets and hearing the sound of teammates being healed and stuff is really satisfying. But today will be yet another kind of like advice slash story type commentary, kind of like the last video I made. And this time it's gonna be kind of about, tougher times that you experience in your life. Like the moments where you're just feeling very down and nothing seems to be going your way. All that stuff, all the heckin' sad crap, everyone has these types of days where you just don't feel good and you just feel miserable even. And I very recently had like 3 weeks or 4 weeks of just purely just feeling like crap. Nothing was going my way. I was getting really angry, upset playing Overwatch, and I kind of let my anger kind of turn into something much worse. So for me, like, I just want to be good at stuff. I just want to be feeling like I'm good at something, like skillful or whatever. And for some reason, I just kind of want to be good at Overwatch or any like FPS type of game. And when stuff doesn't go my way, I tend to get really angry and upset. And it somehow just becomes more than just anger. Like I'm just so like desperate to feel like I'm good at something. And I don't know exactly where this stems from. I never had anything bad happen in my childhood that made me feel like, oh, I need to be like good at something. But I don't know, I think it's just like a desire to be good at something I can show off or whatever. Like it could be anything. It could be, playing video games. It could be instrument or drawing, something like that. And I think this desire to be good at something is kind of what triggered me to feel the way I did for these 3 weeks. It kind of like triggered a like almost like depression like state within me, which lasted 3 weeks. And now you might be asking, hey Cinder, are you doing better now? And yeah, thankfully I am doing a lot better, way better. And I'll tell you how I dealt with all of this and how I kind of got back to feeling better again. But first of all, I do want to say everyone has bad days. Even people you look up to have very bad days. Believe it or not. You might not see it because, they choose specifically not to share it on social media or whatever. So if you're feeling bad, I want you to know that you're not alone, okay? Everyone has bad days. But also, if you are in like a seriously bad spot and you're just feeling really bad, please do not isolate yourself from people. Don't just like keep it all to yourself. I highly recommend you talk to your family, talk to your friend, or even better, like a therapist or a psychologist, whatever. And there's like this stigma or this thing where people are like, oh, I feel shame because I need me like asking for help, especially for men. They're like, oh, I'm a man, I don't need help. I'm telling you, there's no shame in talking about your feelings, what you're going through, or anything with someone you trust. In most cases, it is a really helpful thing. There's a reason we have psychologists, therapists, and all of these things. It is there because human beings need it. All right, so please, if you're in a very bad spot like this, do that. Go get some help. But if you're just having a fairly normal standard, oh, I'm just feeling like shit, or I'm not doing great, blah blah blah, and it's not to that extent bad, I want to say you have the power to change how you view and like feel about things. Whatever bad spot you're in, try your best to look at it from a different perspective. Like often we look at the situation that we're in from just our own point of view, and it kind of doesn't allow you to see it from any other views without like you have to consciously decide, okay, I'm gonna look at it from, you know, a third perspective. And here's like kind of like an example, because you know I I did this basically when I was feeling terrible and stuff. I looked at my situation from a third perspective and I thought, is this feeling of wanting to be so good at Overwatch, is it really that important? Does it really matter? And is it, you know, worth like feeling this miserable over? You know, it's just a video game. Do I have to be, I have nothing to prove to anyone, you know? And through looking at it this way, I kind of like, I realized, you know, it isn't important. Like, so what if I'm like not the greatest at Overwatch? But I think also what's really important with this is your mindset about it. I approached this with a mindset that wasn't so positive, you know. My mindset was like, oh, if I'm not good immediately, I'm terrible. Oh, I'm worthless piece of shit. Oh, I suck. And obviously this mindset or this way of going about this particular thing is not good for me. It wasn't good for me. And so I basically decided to just treat myself nicer. Like I deserve better than what my brain was telling me, and what like, yeah, basically what my depressive brain was telling me, like, oh, you're worthless. You are not worthless. And this is basically what I tried to like change about my mindset. It's just being more positive, you know, instead of telling myself all the negative crap about me. Instead, I would say nice things. I would be nice to myself. I would be like, oh, you did great. You did good. And I was doing good. You know, I was doing fine. Like, I don't have to be the best at video games. Just try your very best to tell yourself positive things. People need more positive, like, reinforcement or whatever you call it. Like, you hear enough bad things. Like, when you tell yourself bad things over and over, things will never get better. Like, you have to think positively about everything, and honestly, doors will open. How you feel about stuff will change. Like, at first, it might feel really weird and like fake almost, like trying to say nice stuff to yourself. Might feel like it's not real, and most likely it won't feel real. But the thing is, you can fake it till you make it. You know, that's like a thing everyone says. And it's honestly true. Like, the more you feed positivity to your brain, to yourself, eventually it will start becoming the truth. And just trust me on this. Try it. It might take some time, but here's the thing. Like, imagine positivity and negativity. Two things, right? Positivity and negativity is like a muscle. You have to feed positivity for it to become stronger and become better. Because you're probably, like me, very used to just defaulting to negativity, and this is really bad. You need to start saying positive things to feed that muscle, that positive muscle in your brain, and eventually that will become like the new norm for you. And honestly, like, this will be kind of like a journey for you, because obviously you'll have ups and downs even if you've chosen to try to be more positive, but you just have to kind of every day try to say something positive about yourself. Try to just think of things in a more positive manner. You know, if you wake up, and here's the thing with positivity, if you wake up and you tell yourself today is going to be a great day, then congratulations, you've manifested positivity. So basically what happens if you do this is, for the rest of the day, you will most likely be a lot more positive about it and feel better. So when you wake up, I want you to tell yourself, today is going to be a very awesome day. And then, you know, whatever happens throughout the day, just make sure to stay positive. If you start your day with positivity, it will basically just make the day magically be better than what it might have been if you started off on the wrong foot. So that's what I want you guys to do. When you wake up tomorrow, tell yourself something positive. And then for the rest of the day, make sure you feed yourself positivity. Whenever you find yourself thinking negatively, tell yourself otherwise. You know, be positive. But yeah, that will be about it for this video, guys. Hopefully it was alright. I felt a bit lost making this, but I hope it turned out alright. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day or night. Take care, everyone. I'll see you next time. Peace.